Hello everyone out there in internet world. We are back with my dear sweet friend DeLancey of DeLancey St Seafood. He is growing, the city needs more seafood, and DeLancey is helping give it to everybody. So we're going to give you an update on what he's doing, how it's growing, talk to you about fish, where it's sourced, and at the end I'm going to do some quick, easy, hot weather, which it is outside. It feels like the Sahara out there. So quick, easy dishes you can do for parties and friends over the summer. And DeLancey's going to tell us about the fish and where it came from.
The ocean.
It came from the ocean.
It only has one lobster in it, Jonathan. It's not. Well, Jonathan, this is our new prep room we built out. Right now, what we've got out, besides your salmon, we have, and the mahi-mahi we're gonna do for you. We just got these grouper and redfish in, some beautiful fish right now. These came out of the North Carolina area also.
So you keep talking about North Carolina. What do you like about the fish that comes out of those waters?
It is not some big conglomerate, monstrous fish company that's just got any boat. This guy came in a couple weeks ago, he had cobia. You know, he only had 2. So we're buying from a family, a local guy down there. We know what the fish is, how it's been handled, how it's been taken care of.
And I know a big environmental thing that a lot of people talk about with commercial fishing is the way that the fish are caught. You know, a lot of people don't like trawlers because they destroy ocean floors and reefs.
Right.
A lot of people, myself included, don't like netting. There's a lot of bycatch and a lot of just wasted product that gets thrown back dead in the ocean.
Right.
I mean, is that a big part of what you guys do to make sure that people who are fishing are taking care of the world around them?
Yes, that is important. In fact, like our tuna, well, that's a perfect example. You know, you see these TV shows and it's so cool that they're rounding up these tuna in these big nets. That's not good. That's not good practices. It's not good for the tuna. So our guys are actually throwing out a line, catching a tuna and pulling it in. And that's who we get our tunas from. So, you know, those are the things we look for. That's why we try to use these small guys that they actually care about the fish. You know, they care about what we're getting. So.
There are places that somebody could go and purchase fish that you've mongered yourself. You've got a hold of.
Absolutely.
Now, let's say they go to the meat market in Edmond.
Yes.
They're like, I just watched this thing that DeLancey was talking about. He said to grill some fish. What would you go buy and grill at home this summer?
Well, we're gonna do this beautiful mahi-mahi. We're gonna do the beautiful grouper. Those are the 2 things I grill. Our scallops, they're phenomenal right now. Now I'm gonna trim this real quick and get it out of the way too.
Okay, so DeLancey has cut 2 fish for us. We've seen kind of everything that he's got. We're going with mahi and some Scottish salmon today. And what we're doing is just crudo. Crudo is a very simple way of preparing fish. Why I thought this would be fun for summer is that if you're having people over and you don't want to be outside grilling at 110 degrees, you can be inside preparing this quick and easy. Have some fish laid out, have some good wine, which will tell you about what to drink with that, and just have a good time, and it's easy and it's not a lot of stress on you at home to prepare and buy all this stuff for a big party. So we're gonna show you what I'm gonna do. So jalapeno on top of fish, the fish is raw, so whatever flavor you put on these fish is gonna be loud. So you don't want a huge hunk of jalapeno. You just want a really nice, thin slice. You don't get too much heat, so you don't have to worry about deseating it. And the other thing we're gonna use is lemon. You don't need to juice it. I like to just cut the thing in half. There you go. So you'll have your lemon juice ready for you. Don't buy lemon juice, buy a lemon. Take your fish. We're gonna start with the mahi. And just a nice, thin slice. Take it to your plate, your platter, however you want to do it at home. If you do individual pieces, that's up to you. You're just gonna lay that out. Switch fish, move to the salmon. You can go lengthwise, especially some of these parts right here can be tough and it's not really quite palatable. I like to go from this side out. Just kind of take a little piece off and then just start there. And you get these beautiful, beautiful lines of fat. And the reason I'm getting to use a beautiful piece of Scottish salmon is because what DeLancey told you about how he gets it. I mean, look at that. And I will say one thing too. DeLancey is great at getting fish that you ask for. I don't know how many odd things I've asked you for in the past, or something that people might consider odd, but he always delivers. So if you go to the meat market and you want to get some fish and they don't have necessarily what you're looking for, Ask for it, they'll call DeLancey and you'll get it. You gotta wait a few days, but you'll get it. Believe me, it's worth the wait. Okay, really simple. DeLancey can even do this. So, you're just gonna take some jalapeno that we cut and just literally lay it on the fish. And then just take some of our lemon juice. And just literally right over the top. This is pretty much my favorite salt ever. Maldon salt. It's not extremely salty, but it's got this nice crunch to it. And if you're looking for this, a few places around town have it. I like to go to Forward Foods to get ours. It's right there on Western. Great store, tons of local produce. I'm sure you get most everything we have here. And they have this great salt. Just a little over the top. That one's done. That's how easy this is. Next thing we're doing, the salmon. I like it fatty and I like to bring that up. I'm using a nice French olive oil. It's a little bit spicier, so it's not so mellow on it. This one we got from the Culinary Kitchen is also on Western Avenue. They have lots of little great things like this. And you literally just take it right over the top. Some more of our sea salt and good old cracked black pepper. You don't need too much. Then, that's literally it. I mean, that's all you had to do. That took us, you didn't do anything. You got the fish. That took us maybe 2 minutes to do. So if you have people come over, you can just knock this out and feed them and make it interactive. Talk about the fish, where you got it. What's great this time of year to go with this, Albarino. I don't know as much about wine as Ian does, I'll be honest about that, but this wine right here, which is the Albarino Sauvignon, it's a great summer drinking wine, especially for an application like this. Broadway wine merchants, go see Ian or Dave. They will hook you up with this wine.
I have a question for you on the fish.
What's the question?
If this is a decent dinner party, but more just for hors d'oeuvres, is there an issue with me doing this ahead of time, at least prepping by cutting my fish, cutting my vegetables?
Leave this in the fridge as long as you can.
Absolutely.
Up to the very last minute. Let's say people are coming over at 7 and your house is going to be full. Literally pull it out at 6:50. Okay. You know how long this takes? No time. Okay. Do it. Now your produce, you can do that ahead of time. But hold your fish whole and refrigerated as long as possible. So now I'm going to take a little bit of salmon. You want some mahi?
I'll take the mahi because I'm not a big salmon fan.
Well, that's it.
Delicious.
Try that.